May 8th, year 2018, the Holy Spirit speaks to Wendy and Jillian. My dear daughters, together we are one body, one mind, one spirit. This then is the sum total of the whole, as I was explaining yesterday. To be of one spirit, one must gravitate to that which is commensurate with their higher self. And yes, that which feeds the soul. For the spirit is the life thread for the soul, as the heart is to man. Yet the heart must be open for the spirit to emerge. When one is concerned with self, they are interested in that which serves their own purposes. While there can be more than one purpose, ultimately for these individuals, it always comes back to that which in some way benefits self. One's intentions and motives are indicative of one's spiritual development or lack thereof. This does not mean that there are not those who profess to be advocates for the greater good of mankind, seeing themselves as compassionate beings in the material world. Most often, however, these individuals are driven by cause and effect. It therefore is not unusual for those who have many interests become passionate about that which they are interested in. Yet in their quest to serve, whatever cause it may be, they do not understand the concept of relativity, the concept of right resolution, that which is in the higher interest of all concerned. In the heavens above, there indeed is a unity of purpose, a purpose which does not mutually exclude one for the other, contrary to that which is often prevalent in the world. Intentions and motives are harmonious with that which is of the Spirit, that which is of one Spirit. There is no separation such as seen on earth. When you exercise your higher consciousness, you begin to understand that which is of and therefore operates through the divine entity. As this awareness increases, that which is of the material world holds less and less interest as the soul longs to move forward in its quest for enlightenment. To become a fully enlightened being, one must gravitate towards the light. It is through this understanding new heights will be reached. Too often, the desires of the soul are overrun by one's selfish desires, that which is not, therefore, for the collective good of all. This does not mean there are not those who have good intentions on earth, yet these intentions are often relegated to self-satisfaction. Liberal, as defined by Webster, means the quality or state of being, as in behavior or attitude. Liberals, in the political sense, advocate they are ambassadors for the greater good. Yet this is not the reality, for in truth this greater good is commensurate with one's own limited, carnal understanding, thereby often sacrificing one thing at the expense of the other. This is not the greater good as intended by the divine. There can be no opposition. Therefore, when one claims to be an instrument of goodwill, for goodwill then must be harmonious and embraced as such. This is why cause and effect are crucial to understand as one moves forward on the pathway to the divine. To err is human, and to forgive is divine. All are in the process of learning. Cause and effect are what often are disregarded or given little consideration as one exercises that which he is indeed free to choose. Choices which most often are limited to self and that which feeds the ego. Can there then be a melding of that which is of the material and that which is of the spiritual? How then does the greater good prevail on earth if this is not the case? Is it therefore never the two shall meet? Perhaps then, my daughters, the old must make way for the new. Not that which is new to the divine, but that which is new to mankind. There is a new world on the horizon. In this world, all will respond collectively and in harmony as one spirit, one singleness of purpose.
Thank you for listening to our video message number 187 from the Holy Spirit. If you like this message, please play it forward to your friends and family and subscribe to our channel. These messages have been written specifically for these times to teach, inform, and nurture your soul, and most of all, to inspire you to use your God-given gifts and talents in our world today. For when you share your gifts and I share mine, together we will make a new world shine. For more information on ABBA and Company and our original Earth Angels book, go to our website at www.earthangelsbook.com. May God bless, protect, and guide you and your loved ones in these turbulent times. And remember, God has a plan.